Manchester United are hearing takeover rumors these days, sir, and apparently Eric Cantona has been approached by the UAE organization that we have been speaking about that is interested in maybe making a move for a full buyout of United. We've also been hearing that a couple other players, David Beckham, is being kind of, sought out to be one of the front men or front individuals for this buyout cause. I never understood the idea of a front man. It's like, if your money's good enough, shouldn't that be a big part of it? But I can understand they know that it's going to be unpopular for a sovereign-related entity to buy Manchester United, of course, for a lot of fans. So I think they're thinking...
front man is sort of somebody who
softens the blow.
Comes in as, as an ambassador to represent the acquisition group in a good light, right? Because if they have a David Beckham sitting in the owner's box with them,
right,
fans are going to have a positive view. If you look at Newcastle, not so much, and there have been mixed feelings about that. So I feel like it's also communication, where if that person could sort of be communicating with the fans about the ownership's interest, that could be positive. But, the rumors are that Eric Cantona is among a few figures that have been approached about becoming an ambassador for the UAE Investment Consortium. So it went from Saudi Arabia to the UAE, and then we actually got a specific holding company from Ben Jacobs, who's legit, says within the UAE, one company in particular is involved in the talks about Manchester United. It's the International Holding Company. They have been part of the talks to put together a prospective UAE-based consortium. So it'd be UAE-focused. This international holding company has over $200 billion to speak of. It seems like it's going to be a consortium among multiple companies, and then they would put sort of United ambassadors regardless. This is heating up. I mean, it looks like it's real, and the one thing we will say about M&A is lots of people talk about deals. Not a lot of people do the deals. So it's totally normal in M&A for people to be discussing or trying to put together consortiums, but if they don't come together, they don't come together. And if nothing materializes, nothing materializes. But someone in the UAE is currently exploring putting together a consortium with United Legends to buy Manchester United. And I would, as a fan, ultimately, it sucks to be in the place that we are, where the club needs so much money to get out of this hole that we're in. We've been put in by the Glazers, and Sir Jim is, the majority of his funds went to the Glazers, and it didn't go into the club, and the club is dying for $2 or $3 billion to build a new stadium and get us even on transfers. Like, this club needs to be unburdened, and if this consortium can do that, I think it's a positive step forward, because Manchester United, their turnover over $600 million, you can spend so much money if you're not saddled with debt. And so we kind of just need to get the shackles off here so that we can go in the transfer market and just really just start dominating European football and build like a world-class 11. Because right now we cannot do that, PSR, et cetera. So I'm all for this.
Yeah, and you and I are taking a sober look at the finances and also know the state of the club. We've been in love with this club for over 20 years. We've seen how it's kind of been left to rot in many capacities. I think the stadium is a great metaphor for just like how the Glazers have run the club. And then the Indians have come in, they've made mistakes, but they don't have a lot of leash, because they just don't have enough cash to play with. When you talk about the money that is needed to both build a new stadium, clean up the debt in the first place, which is $1 billion, and then probably just do like squad turnover. That's $4 billion. I mean, that's like $4 billion, and that's not even the acquisition price. So you need someone with deep pockets. You're hearing specifics, but like you said, I thought you made a really good point, which is that there's a lot of people like to throw their name in the ring, be like, yeah, I'm interested in buying Manchester United, like the poorest billionaire in the world, that Finnish guy who keeps throwing his name out there, but they're talking to certain individuals that make sense. Like, you definitely, I can't see Eric Cantona, like, who's been, political in the past, getting involved with a sovereign buying Manchester United, but I could definitely see David Beckham doing it. He was heavily involved, of course, in Qatar's World Cup. I think he was basically, the same thing there.
250 million. He's got 250 million he can put into, like, whoever.
Yeah, he can put money in too. He's got dough. Yeah.
But the issue is the drag the debt puts on this club. It's
right.
like, because of the debt and the transfer fees payable, like, we don't have the cash flow. It's like, as soon as you wipe the debt out, there's tons of cash flow to play with and go out and buy players. We have a financial advantage based on the current rules, and because of the debt, we have a disadvantage. So it's like, you need someone to come in, wipe the slate clean, and then United can go again. But it's going to take $6 billion to do it, and when it comes time to write checks, like, it's hard to write a $6 billion check. for this team. If you look at that stadium, like if you're from Qatar and
If you
you
look
fly
at that
out
stadium, it's
and
true.
you go to a game and we play like shit and you go to that stadium, you're like, oh no, it's hard to get to $6 billion. Like, so I don't think the odds are is it will not happen, but it is encouraging that there are talks happening. And if it materializes, great, but nobody knows where this is going to fall, sir.